Hey guys, JPMX21 here. Welcome back to it. Welcome back to the last one. This is going to be the last one for a while. I think I'm not going to do for next year. Welcome back to our WWE pay-per-views, previews/reviews. And this time it's time to do the WWE review for Roadblock and the Line. And what do I have to say at first glance of Roadblock? I watched it live, and this time I watched it live. I haven't watched a lot of pay-per-views live. I just went because I have a lot of stuff to do. But this time I was able to watch the pay-per-view live, and I wasn't really too interested in the majority of the matches. I mean, there were a lot. There were like, in particular, there were 3 matches that I was actually into, but yeah, I think it was a decent show. It was not the best show ever. No, it was not, but it was not the worst. But we're gonna do like we do usually. We're gonna go through all of the 7 matches that were announced, and I'm gonna give them a rating from 0 to 5, and we're gonna start off with the kickoff show. The kickoff shows, we have Big Cass versus Rusev, and like this match had like a 3-minute ad in the middle of the match, which completely ruined the match. I didn't. You can't even watch that. It completely ruined the match, in my opinion, because then you just saw 3 minutes of the beginning and then 5 minutes of the end, or something like that. You had some crowd fighting with Rusev and Cass, and then Rusev comes back through the ring area and attacks Enzo. Big Cass comes out to help Enzo. Rusev makes his way back into the ring. Rusev wins by countout. Like, this match was completely useless. I mean, the rivalry, I said it, the rivalry has not been bad, but the way how the match was horrible. Come on, this was the worst match on the card, hands down. But, what should I give the match? I'm gonna be a good person, and I'm gonna give it a 2. Because if I was a serious person, I will give this match a 1. But I'm gonna be a good person, and I'm gonna give it a 2, just because Lana was looking fine as hell. Just because of that. Yeah, I'm gonna give this match a 2. It was nothing special. And you even get the same match next night on Raw. And Big Cass completely obliterated Rusev, and Rusev won by disqualification. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the opening match, which was the best match on the card in my opinion. We have the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. We have the New Day defending against Sheamus and Cesaro. And this match was very, very good. This match was the best match on the card, in my opinion. It had a lot of false finishes. Very, very good. Cesaro kicked out of the big ending. Sheamus kicked out of the SOS. That was very, very good. And what else? Like, New Day always trying to cheat to win the match, with Xavier attacking Cesaro. That was the point when Big E went for the big ending and then kicked out. Yeah, the match was really good. The match was really, really good. I think both teams did an amazing job, but the match ended with a very, very good, very, very good spot when Sheamus was going for the bro kick. Xavier pushed Kofi out of the way. He took the bro kick, and then I don't know. Then Sheamus was going to tag Cesaro. Cesaro faked the tag, made himself in. Kofi went for Trouble in Paradise on Cesaro. Kofi didn't realize Sheamus was still the legal man. He went for the cover on Cesaro, but he's not the legal man. Sheamus is still the legal man. Sheamus rolled up Kofi, and 1, 2, 3. We have finally the New Day's reign has come to an end, and Cesaro and Sheamus are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I'm very happy for this. I am very, very happy. You know, I predicted the New Day because to be honest, at any other time where a superstar breaks a reign and becomes the longest reigning champion of anything, I'm just gonna give, because like WWE did this with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella broke the record of the longest reigning Divas champion. She lost at the next match she had for the title. And they did now with the New Day. New Day broke the record for the longest tag team champions of all time, and they lose the titles immediately after. And let's be honest, what do you think of the titles, the new titles, which are silver and red? Come on, like, we thought, oh, now we have some diversity on the Raw Tag Team Championships from the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, but no. Now they're pretty much the same. They're just, the straps are different. So yeah. Match-wise, very good. Very, very good. I'm gonna give this match a 4. I'm gonna give the match a 4 because it was really good, and I'm really happy that the New Day need to chase the titles to see how well they are chasing the titles. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 because it was the best match on the card. So yeah. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman in a 10-minute match. So first of all, how would this be? This match was the rules of this match were so trash. Come on. The rules of this match were so trash. Like, if Sami survives for 10 minutes, he wins. Which makes no sense. It will be a time limit draw, in my opinion. And if Stroman didn't win because he didn't want to. Stroman pinned Sami. The referee was going for the count, and he stopped the count. So this just makes no sense. Why? Why would you give the victory to Sami Zayn? Yeah, spoilers, Sami Zayn won because he survived the 10 minutes. Why? It doesn't make... The rules of this match didn't make sense at all. Like, and what happened if Sami pins Stroman in the 10 limit mark? Oh, that was Mission Impossible. That couldn't happen. That was pretty much it. And I don't understand. But the match was okay. The last 2 minutes were okay. The rest was crap. The rest was very crap. Just for those 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, I'm gonna give this a 2.5. Just because. Sami wins. Rules are very stupid. I don't understand why. But yeah. So that's what it is. I'm gonna give this match a 2.5 out of 5 because the rules didn't make sense. The match wasn't all that. Strowman squashed Sami until the last 2.5 minutes when Foley came out. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. My dog just decided to, and I didn't even have time to pause the video. I just had time to mute the mic. I'm sorry. But sorry about that. But yeah. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho, which was a very good match, a very decent match. Very, very decent. Decent. I mean, it was very good. It was very good. Rollins and Jericho go very well together, in my opinion. Rollins is amazing in the ring. Jericho, 46 years old, I believe. He is so good. He still puts on amazing performances every single night. And yeah, it was very, very good. I loved one sequence. I don't quite remember what it was. I think Rollins was going for the pedigree. No. Oh, Rollins was going for the pedigree, but then he switched out into a powerbomb. Jericho rolled him up into a roll-up. Jericho rolled him into a roll-up. And, no, Jericho made a Hurricanrana, which Rollins countered into a roll-up, which Jericho countered into a roll-up, and then Rollins kicked out. That was a very good sequence. And the match was really good. Kevin Owens came out at the end of the match, and Jericho was a bit pissed off and all that stuff, which Rollins then was able to get the pedigree off and win the match. So, yeah, right man won. In my opinion, Rollins really needed a pay-per-view win. He hasn't won a pay-per-view win. He hasn't had a pay-per-view win since Money in the Bank. But then again, in Money in the Bank, he won, but then he lost the title immediately after. So, yeah. I think match was very good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. A 3.5 is good. It was very good. It was a very good match. 3.5 in my opinion. Yeah. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the WWE Cruiserweight Championship on the line. We have Rich Swann defending against TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick. Now, this match was... I'm sorry, I think I'm starting to get a bit sick. But this match was not very good. Not very good. Very disappointing for the current champion and the two former champions of the new Cruiserweight division. It was very underwhelming and very disappointing. It was very boring, to be honest, because Cruiserweights are meant to do flippy stuff, and they didn't do flippy stuff. They went for submissions. For kicks, I mean, yeah, I can take the kicks from the Cruiserweights, but not like what they actually did with they went for a lot of submissions. It was the majority of the match was submissions, and the Cruiserweights are there to do flippy stuff. I don't want them to do submissions. For that, I watch regular. I watch like John Cena versus AJ Styles, and that's it. That has submissions, that has finishers, that has a lot of stuff. But they need, I don't know, they need to do a good thing for the Cruiserweight division. And the match ended when TJ and Swann went for a double super kicked Kendrick out of the ring. Then Swann went for a kick on TJ. 1, 2, 3. Rich Swann retains the title. And then the best thing on the match happened. Neville announced that he's now in the Cruiserweight division, and he was coming out. Congratulations to Rich Swann for retaining. Congratulations to Rich for retaining the title. No, boy, you're getting completely obliterated. And Neville turned heel. Neville turned heel at Roadblock, and to be honest, that was probably one of the best things that happened at Roadblock. And Neville, I think Neville should take the title off of Rich Swann immediately. In my opinion, do you see how Neville looks? He looks completely different. I think, was Neville ever a heel? I don't think Neville was ever a heel. I mean, in NXT when he was the champion, he was kind of a tweener and all that stuff. He was sort of like the Dean Ambrose of NXT or some, not like lunatic stuff, but tweener. Like, it's not a heel, it's not a face. He's like the anti-hero or something. Yeah, he was kind of that at NXT, I believe. But now he's full on heel. He completely obliterated Rich Swann and TJ Perkins. And still, on last night on Raw, he obliterated Swann and Perkins again. I think he should have obliterated Kendrick as well, because that is also a threat, because that's a former champion. You can, I don't know. still, I think they are doing a very, very good job with Neville. I think this is the right way to go for Neville. They're actually giving him mic time, actually, because he's now a top competitor in the Cruiserweight division. I wouldn't mind putting a fatal 4-way, like Neville, TJ, Rich Swann, and Kendrick. Those are the best guys on the division, in my opinion. Cedric is really good. Cedric Alexander is also really good. So, yeah. Yeah, moving on to, the match, I'm gonna give it a 3. Neville saved the match, in my opinion. Neville, people were chanting, "Thank you, Neville." People were chanting, "Thank you, Neville," when he came out. So, yeah. I think it was very good. It was very good that Neville came out. The match wasn't really all that. So, it's a 3 out of 5. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the second to last match. We have Sasha. We have the Raw Women's Championship on the line. We have Sasha Banks defending against Charlotte. And my prediction was for Sasha to retain. But I knew that Charlotte was winning because, you know, it's a pay-per-view and all that stuff. Maybe with an Iron Man match, 30-minute Iron Man match, maybe they can pull off. But, like, how? Like, okay, first things first, Charlotte went for a natural disaster from the top rope and pick up the first fall, 1-0. Then Sasha rolled Charlotte and pick up the tie, 1-1. Then Sasha went for a bank statement and made it a 2-1 for Sasha. Then, like, the last 30 seconds, Sasha was locked in on the figure 4, with Charlotte on the last 10 seconds bridged into the figure 8. And how can a babyface not hold on? Sasha tapped out on the last 2 seconds. How can a babyface, which you have the crowd chanting for you, how can you tap on the last 2 seconds? How? How can you make Sasha tap in the last 2 seconds? It just makes Sasha look like a poor babyface. It doesn't make it, like, Sasha should have won with she doesn't want to give up. And the match 2 seconds. How can you not resist 2 seconds on a hold? Come on. I mean, yes, there's a lot of pain in the legs, but still, can't you hold on for 2 more seconds even if you faded? Even if you faded after that. It was just 2 seconds. I don't know. For me, it just made Sasha look weak on that point. If she won without tapping out, that will make Sasha completely looking like a very good champion and all that stuff. But no, she tapped out in the tie, which went to overtime, and then Sasha starts bleeding. Never have I ever seen in a WWE. I've never seen it. I've never seen that in the WWE women's match. I've never seen blood. So, was that real blood? I think that was kind of fake, but still, like, how Sasha and Charlotte raised the bar for the women's division is completely mind-blowing. Like, first ever Hell in a Cell, Iron Man, Falls Count Anywhere. That was it's crazy. It's crazy how Sasha and Charlotte changed the division, and now it's time to move on to somebody else. Yes, the rivalry is over because there's no rematch clause. I knew when they were talking, oh, Charlotte is undefeated on pay-per-views in singles match. There's no rematch clause if Charlotte wins the match. Oh god, they're gonna give the title to Charlotte, and they did. Charlotte locked in the figure 8 against Sasha, which Sasha tapped out, and Charlotte wins with a 3-2, and Charlotte is the new Raw Women's Champion. And I loved, let me just make a little thing. When Big E last night, he said, like, what did he say? I don't know. He mentioned like not every. Oh yeah. For Ric Flair to be a 16-time world champion, he had to lose it 15 times. And Big E said, "Watch, that's gonna be Charlotte next month." That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was die laughing, and it is true. It is true. The title is very hot potato, but I think that's over. I think, yes, they want to build Charlotte as the next Ric Flair, so that's why they're giving it a lot of titles. And they want to make Sasha look strong as well, so that's why Sasha's the one that is taking the title off of Charlotte. So I think it's good. I think it wasn't really good making the title hot potato, but I don't think they're gonna make it hot potato now anymore, because I think Charlotte's now facing Bayley at WrestleMania. And at WrestleMania, she's gonna drop the title to Bayley. I hope so. But I can already see Charlotte winning the title again, and then it starts the hot potato with Bayley. Please no, please no. But yeah, the match was very good. The match was very good, but it wasn't quite like some other matches that they had, in my opinion. It had a slow start, a very slow start. Charlotte got the first fall in like the last 13 minutes. The 13-minute mark, Charlotte got the first fall. So that was 15 minutes of non-action, pretty much. Non-action, I wouldn't say non-action, but 15 minutes of nothing. I honestly thought they were gonna go through a tie of a nil tie, but no. A null tie, but no, it did. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Moving on to the next match on the card. Last match on the card. WWE Universal Championship on the line. We have Roman Reigns, United States Champion Roman Reigns against the Universal Champion Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Match was okay. Because, I don't know, people are saying, oh, Roman is only as good as the guy that he's in the ring with. But that's not true, because when he keeps proving that he is a very good competitor, I don't know, when he keeps proving that he's a very good competitor, I just think Roman is good. Roman is very good. So, yeah. Match was okay. Match was very good. Match was okay. I like when Owens went for the double. There was kind of a botch where it was kind of a botch. Owens went for the frog splash on the announce table, and the table didn't break. He went for another one, and then the table broke. But yeah, I think the match was very good. I have to give it to Roman and to Owens. But the ending was just trash. I mean, I was kind of expecting some sort of ending, but it looked like an ending of a regular Monday Night Raw, in my opinion, because Jericho came out and he went for a code breaker on Owens, and not only did he make him retain the title, which an interference would make Owens retain the title either way, but he also made sure that Owens retained the title and won the match, which that was a clever thing. But then they start hugging it out, best friends again, and all that stuff. And yeah, I think it's good. It's good that they're now back together. I think, and then Roman went completely pissed mode, and out comes Rollins, and there's a little Shield reunion, and that's how the pay-per-view ends, with powerbomb on the announce tables for Jericho and for Owens. That's how the pay-per-view ended. It just felt like a regular Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. It just felt like an ending of a regular Monday Night Raw. So that was the only flaw of the match. So I'm gonna give the match a 3.5. I think the match was good. Roman looks strong. Owens looks strong as well. So I don't have anything against the match. I don't have anything. They were both good. They did an amazing job. So why complain? Why complain? Oh yeah, now Owens is gonna face Roman again for the Universal title at Royal Rumble when Jericho is gonna be locked inside a cage high above the ring. And first things first, someone needs to take off the U.S. title someone needs to take the U.S. title off Roman. I think Stroman should be the one. I think Stroman should take the title off of Roman on a Monday Night Raw until the Royal Rumble, and then Stroman keeps feuding with Sami Zayn, but now for the U.S. title. I think that's a good thing. I think that's going to be a good thing. It should happen. That's my thing. I don't want Roman to win at the Royal Rumble, but as long as Roman is out of the Royal Rumble match, I'm okay. We don't need no Superman Roman. We don't need no max eliminations. We don't need no victories for Roman. So yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing. I think the Royal Rumble is going to be a good pay-per-view. Either way, but yeah, that is going to be it for our WWE Roadblock end of the line pay-per-view review. I hope you guys enjoyed. We are not going to be back for WWE reviews and previews. I think I'm focusing more of the channel on Pokemon now that Sun and Moon is out and all that stuff. But yeah, that is my thing. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to give the pay-per-view rating. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm going to give it a 3.5, but I think TLC was much better than... TLC was better than Roadblock. TLC was better than Roadblock, in my opinion. So, yeah. 3.5, but TLC, SmackDown got the win on the pay-per-views of December, in my opinion. So, yeah. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, because I really appreciate if you guys do that. And I will see you all in the next time.